I'm Eddie Kadam with your WMAR 2 News update. 12 workers injured after an explosion at a BGE office building in downtown Baltimore on Wednesday are home from the hospital. BGE says the 9 people who are still in the hospital are being treated, but they don't have life-threatening injuries. BGE officials say they've secured the damaged scaffolding to prevent any more damage during bad weather, and in the next few days they are bringing in a high-rise crane to remove it. A hawk that got away has found its way home. Mike Thorne was out hunting with his 2 hawks, Bella and Brenda, and when they went to catch a squirrel, Brenda came back to Mike, but Bella didn't. Mike went to social media to ask for help with finding Bella, and after 6 days, a family found her.
I was right at the end of my hope and prayers. After 6 days in the wild, she could have very easily been taken out by a great horned owl or another predator.
When hawks are out hunting, they have bells on their talons. The family heard Bella's bells 15 miles away. Our newest coronavirus vaccine is now in the arms of Anne Arundel County's first responders. Thursday morning, frontline workers got their first doses of Moderna's coronavirus vaccine. Over the past several days, each Maryland county has gotten 100 doses of the vaccine, with the first shots on Thursday going to COVID test takers.
So they're the ones who are all geared up with their N95 masks and face shields and gowns, and they're coming into contact with people who potentially have COVID, right? That's why they're getting tested. And so it's real important because they are out there potentially being exposed to get them vaccinated first.
That was the county's health commissioner. He says they expect to get 1,000 new doses a week. This will be the first of 2 shots these first responders will have to get. Despite the virus, a lot of you will be heading out of state for Christmas. If you do, there are some restrictions you'll have to follow when you get back. You either have to self-quarantine for 10 days or get a COVID test. That test has to come back negative. This applies to all states except our border states, Pennsylvania, West Virginia, Virginia, Delaware, and Washington, D.C. If you don't, it's a misdemeanor, and you could face a $5,000 fine and or up to a year in jail.
And rain moves in through the overnight hours, and we're going to be looking at a chance of a couple of isolated flurries and sprinkles tomorrow morning. But I think most of us are going to start off the day dry. The bigger story for Christmas will be how the temperatures will be dropping through the day. You factor in the winds. The wind chills will hang out in the 20s for most of the afternoon. It's going to be brutal out there. Definitely going to need to bundle up. Overnight, lows fall into the 30s, and we only climb into the 30s as we head into the afternoon. A couple of isolated locations will hit the low 40s. At 7-day forecast shows that cold Arctic air sticks around through your Saturday. We get seasonal numbers by Sunday, and then we're hitting the 50s as you head back to work next Monday.
Thank you, Patrick. Stick with us online at WMAR2news.com for updates on top stories and breaking news. Also, for news and weather while you're on the go, download the WMAR 2 News app in the App Store. You can watch live radar and get breaking news sent straight to your phone. Thanks for watching. I'm Eddie Kadam.
This WMAR 2 News update is sponsored by Jones Junction,